Hey, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for joining me. I am here. Sorry to abandon you guys for so many days, but I've been traveling for work. I'm going on another trip tomorrow, which hopefully I can just be good, get past it, and get home as soon as possible. So pray for me. I do have a new cutout for you. And I want to use some of the patriotic stuff. Plus, I have exclusive paste. I also have a ribbon bundle. So come and hang out with me. You can comment the word Pride, Pride, to get the link to get all the stuff that I'm using, okay? This is Country Pride. We're going to use it tonight along with the cutouts that I made. I'm just going to quickly paint the little barn, I guess it is. I don't know why. I was thinking it was a church, but it's a barn for sure. I'm gonna just paint it white. Okay, I just have a plain bright white acrylic paint here, and then I have a little backer for it that I also cut out. Again, this cutout is available on my Etsy. We're gonna paint this, but we're gonna do like try and do a sky on it. I don't know. We'll see if I can successfully do it. I don't know what's going on with the comments. It looks like it's still doing the same thing. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Welcome, my friend. We're going to use home paste again. I don't know if y'all remember this one. But this month, you can get home ink as the color of the month. So you can go grab that. And I only have a few jars of this home paste left. So if you want it, you got to comment Pride right here to get it. Okay? Right from my website. I'm going to just do one more layer really quick, and then we'll be done with this little barn. You know, I should have done this red, but it'll be fine. Well, I guess it doesn't need to be red. It needs to be white so that the background works. It'll be fine. Okay? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. As per usual. Sorry, I'm wearing shorts, okay? It's about 1,000,000 degrees here in Texas now. It is still freezing in my house though, so as per usual, I'm also wearing a long sleeve shirt. Okay, so I have 3 blues here. Okay, this is Provincial Blue from Folk Art. Okay, I also have Waverly Dusk, and I have this one called Pool from Waverly. Okay, I have these on my little plate over here. Now, this is what I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm going to be successful here, but we're just going to go for it. So I'm going to spread, I'm going to start with, I think that's Pool. Yeah. On the background. And I'm kind of going in a little bit heavy-handed here with this because I don't want it to dry too quickly. I am using side-to-side strokes. Okay. And just getting a base coat going, okay? And then with my same brush, I'm not even going to switch brushes, okay? I'm going to pull a little bit of some of these other colors. Now this one, this Provincial Blue is super dark, so I don't want to go crazy with it, okay? I just got a little bit. It's probably too much on here, to be honest, but it'll be fine. Let me see what I've got. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know, do something here. Okay, I'm just, yeah, that's good. All right. Just adding a little bit of kind of a texture. Okay. All right, like that. All right, and then this other one, which is called Dusk. Okay, it's a little bit of a, more of a gray blue. Okay, we're gonna bring that one in, and same brush. I'm just, y'all, I put way too much paint on this. I don't know who I thought I was, okay? But it's fine. All right, and then after that, I think that's good. I'm liking that a lot. And then I have this white over here still, and just gonna grab a little piece of paper towel, okay? You could get like a sponge. They have those sea sponges. I don't have any of those. So we're going to make do with what we do have. Because we're broke around here, okay? So we're doing poor people stuff. It's fine. I'm going to just kind of crumple this up so that it's sort of like a sponge-ish material, okay? Just like in a crumbly ball. This is one of those select a size piece of paper towel. So it's just one sheet. And then I'm just going to dip into my white. And we're going to kind of give ourselves some fluffy clouds, okay? And I don't really particularly care about it that much, okay? I don't want to go too much. And if I do too much, then I can always take it back and just come back over with some of the blue, okay? So I think that's okay. It's literally just, I don't even know what I'm doing here, okay? And then I'm going to come back in and just kind of smooth out some of that so that it's not quite so abrupt. Okay, there we go. All right, and that's my background. It's pretty simple, nothing to it. I mean, I don't see that as a huge problem or a big deal. Okay, so let's get this dry. And then I want it entirely dry, okay? Because I do have a little bit of background stuff. There's like these little plants or whatever on the ground here. I wanted to put that down too, okay? And here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to do my barn first so it's perfect, okay? And then I'm going to come back and I'll set this back down, and I don't know if I'm going to clean it in between. I might just try and go for it because I just need the edges. I don't need the actual barn to be perfect, so if it gets paste on my surface, that's okay because I'm going to cover it up with my barn anyways. But that's why I want my barn to be done first, so that I know my barn is good to go, okay? Now, pull that off of here, pull off my barn, throw that over there. And then, hey Cinnamon, how are you, doll? Alright, so I do need to wax this too because this, on both of these, I don't want to pull up my paint. So I definitely need to wax. And the other thing, I need to throw this away before I make a giant mess and get even more paint all over the place in here, which it's already questionable, okay? Now, taking my surface wax, just a little bit goes a really long way. Make sure this is totally dry before you start doing anything to it. And I'm just going to spread that surface wax over this entire background that I just painted, okay? And I'm going to kind of buff it out with my wax applicator. Just like that. And you can kind of feel it on there. You don't want too much, okay? And then same with my little barn. Y'all, I've got paint. What's new, honestly? It's all over the edges of that thing. No wonder. Okay. Literally, same old, same old. I can be gone for a week or two and still have the same issues with my life. Okay. Alright. Close that up so it doesn't dry out. And then we're going to get a fuzzing cloth over here and fuzz this a couple of times. And we're just focusing on the barn, okay? I'm not going to worry about the plants. I'm not going to worry about the background, obviously, because I'm not going to be able to put a background on this. But just get that barn lined up. like so. And I'm going to start with the outline. And then I have my detail tool here to get inside on the flag. Okay, so I'm going to just use a mini squeegee. Hopefully I'm not going to regret my choices. I may have wanted to use a smaller one once I looked at this, but here I am. Let's just do it and see how it goes. Okay, now I'm going to go slow. Try not to leave too much behind, okay, around this. And there's lots of detail on the barn itself. So make sure that you get all of that. For all that like wood. Now you could totally just do this in a single color and I wouldn't be upset with you for it, okay? Because this is intricate. There's a lot going on here. But I need the red, white, and blue. So I am going to peel this up just to that point so that it doesn't dry in the transfer. It gives me a little bit more time to play. And I'm going to go around my flag just like this. You know, I'm real tempted to just go ahead and put this down and pull it back up, clean the transfer, and come back for my flag because I'm afraid. You feel me? Very tempted indeed to do that because I'm scared. And most of the time, when I try to do a design that's intricate on the inside, I'm not good at it. And those lines are very close together. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to set that to the side. Pull that up. Get my little dish mat and do a little switcheroo here really fast. Let's see. Thanks for joining me, Cinnamon. I appreciate you so much. All right. Spray that with water, and then I do have this baby wipe right here. I'll just wipe the excess off before I go making a mess of my board eraser. And honestly, that's probably fine. I probably don't even need a board eraser. It doesn't even look like I do, actually. I think I'm good. I'll pass on that. Okay, and then, oops. Dropping stuff over here. And then I'm going to take my other fuzzing cloth and just dry that using the microfiber side. Okay. Is that link working? I mean, is that sending you, did it send you a message, Cinnamon? I don't know. I can't see it. Yeah, it looks like, hi Wanda, how are you? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. I can see comments right there, but now I see that's Wanda. Sorry. I can't see far away. Well, or close up, to be honest. Neither one is good for me, so I don't know. I thought I saw Cinnamon, but it's Wanda. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining me. All right, now this will make it easier for me to just spend a little extra time and not feel rushed and afraid. Okay, so I am going to fuzz this again because I did just like clean that fuzz off of it. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to set it right back down. I did make sure this was dry before I began again. Okay, and this is just going to be easier for me. Okay, plus it will help me whenever I go to do my background, which this is how the background turned out, and I think it's pretty good. Let me just clean up my mess here a little bit. Okay, so by the way, I have big news. All right. My nephew he went today to go to his, like all of his testing and stuff for the military. He's going into the Navy. So he's down there doing that right now. Really excited for him. I don't know when he's going to ship out. Whenever he gets back, I'm going to grill him to find out what job he got. But he scored really highly on his Navy testing. Like, almost a perfect score, you guys. So, give him a round of applause, please. And thank you for that. My little sweetie is a genius. He's so smart. He takes after me, obviously. With his brain. And so, yeah, that's where he is right now. I'm really pumped for him. This is what he wants to do. He wants to be a nuclear engineer on an aircraft carrier or a submarine. So my guy has big dreams. And it sounds like they're going to let him do that too. So that's awesome. And then whenever he gets done, he wants to be able to go to school and all that stuff, you know, and be a veteran. So I don't know if he's going to end up making a career out of the Navy or if he's just going to go once and be done or what, but really excited for him. All right. So this is cherry paste, by the way. I know I was jabbering, but that was cherry. I'm going to clean off my little detail tool and close this up because, it will dry out. It's like getting close to that already, and I don't want to push it even further. Good Lord. Y'all, I'm a mess here. Okay. And then pull this up and just let that, make sure this is dry. Okay, now this is a little bit, so I let it dry a little bit too long in the transfer, while the transfer was down. But I'm not mad about it, okay? It's kind of looking like a faded flag, and I am here for that, actually. So that is working well with my plans. This goes perfect with my beat up barn. And then I'm just going to set this back down. And we're going to use home paste, okay? Hi, Stace. How are you? Welcome. Let me reload. Y'all, I'm trying to do too much. Oh, really? I'm so excited that he wants to go into the military, you guys. I never did. Whenever I was in my 20s, I was going to school and working, and so that wasn't my path, but he's always been, like, he was in the ROTC and all that stuff in high school and junior high, and he was very into it. So really pumped. He's real excited. And he's not even scared at all. Like, I'm a little bit nervous, and he is not even a little bit nervous. Okay, so there's my flag. That looks so good. And I did screw up by not pulling up my red fast enough, but I love that. It looks just like a distress flag, and it's perfect. Okay, now here's the other thing we're going to do. Let me clean this before I get this all over the place, and then I'll put it away, because that's what adults do. They clean up after themselves, right? I mean, I do most of the time. Clean up after myself. Now, this is my background, and what I wanted to do here is I'm going to set this down, and I'm not going to do the outline or anything like that on this barn, but there is a bunch of stuff on the background that I want to get, because it's kind of like, there's like little, I don't know what it is. And maybe I do. Hold on. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Yeah, I think I do. There's like plants at the bottom of it, and like, it's all distressed looking, so I definitely want to get those plants at a minimum down here at the bottom, just to kind of give it some whatever around it. We're going to use black again, and this is just Shimmer Shadow. You know I love me some Shimmer Shadow. Now, I'm going to just take this, and I'm going to go all the way over, understanding that my barn is going to cover some of this up, but that's okay. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do is just the little greenery down at the bottom. It's kind of like shrubs or, I don't know, brush grass or like little, I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. But I'm here for it. Okay. Get that screwed on. Gosh, what is wrong with me? It didn't feel like it was going on correctly. Hopefully that was right. I don't know. And then I'm going to dry both of these because the blue on here needs to dry too. Dozer's in here. Make sure y'all say hi. He is laying very nicely on the floor. He's not sniffing around anymore, which he's very nosy. If you know my dog, you know that he is in everybody's beeswax 100% of the time. He does not give anybody any kind of space. There's no personal space in this house or any house, any place that he goes. All right, so I'm going to just take my Stick Fast and just a little bit, okay? Take a note from me and just know that you'll glue yourself to something pretty much guaranteed when you use this stuff, so try not to do that. And then I'm going to just set that right there, just like that. Okay. Cute, right? Okay. And then, but wait, there's more. So I have this is a big jute, okay? And here's what I was thinking, okay? I don't know if this is going to be cute, but I have all this ribbon that I bought, okay? I have ribbon bundles. If you want some of this ribbon, please comment the word pride and you'll get a link, okay? Here's what I'm thinking. All right. I'm just going to cut some crude triangles, okay? Just a few. I only need a few. I don't need that many. I don't even know why I cut this long with strips, but I did. So here we are. Okay? And they are different sizes, but I'm going to make a little garland. I don't know if I'm going to even be able to use all of these pieces I'm cutting, but we'll see. But anyway, if you want some of this ribbon, comment the word pride and you can get a link to grab you some. I have this striped one, and then there's also that one. It's giant though, so just gonna do a couple of pieces. And I mean, you can make them smaller too, but here's what I'm thinking, okay? So I have this piece of jute, and I was thinking I'd hang it like across the corner there and make me a little garland. All right, so I can take that and just attach those little pieces of ribbon right on there with some hot glue, of course. Excuse me. And I'm going to cut it a little bit long just so that I know that I have enough. Let me get this out of here. There we go. All right. So that's what I was thinking that we would do here. Now let me get it put on here. Now maybe these are too big. It's probably too big. I do tend to overdo it sometimes. Now make sure that you have the glitter on the outside. And then this, I need to break up the stripes. Okay, like that, I think is good. It doesn't need to be a ton of them. So I have way too many pieces, but whatever, it's fine. Now, just a little bit of hot glue on the back of here. And I hope I can avoid burning the crud out of myself. Maybe we'll see, okay? If I do, I do. It's fine. I don't have fingerprints anymore. It's been a long time since since I've been hot gluing stuff together and just burning my hands. All right, it's fine. I'm okay. Hi, Jocelyn. How are you, love? Welcome to the party. It's a little chaotic in here, but that's okay. I am making this cute little patriotic thing. You can comment the word pride. Grab this for yourself. Get the paste I used, which I used the home paste, which was the color of the month. I don't know. A long time ago. Okay, it's been a while. And then I also have ribbon bundles of this ribbon that I'm using. So it comes with a yard each of 5 different ribbons. Okay, I didn't put all of them in here because one of them really wasn't, it had giant stars on it. And I didn't think that that would be a good one to use because you wouldn't be able to see it on these little cutout pieces of the garlands, or for the garland. So I figured it would be fine without that one. Okay. You could use them for this project or for anything else. Make a nice big bow for your front door or whatever you want to do. And I'm just gonna, so I'm gonna get these glued on here, and then I'll probably have to glue the front of them down a little bit too once I get it situated. Okay, I'm trying here to do that. Okay, there we go. I always like to have an uneven number on my garland. Like 5 is always a good number, so that's why I have 5 here. Now, that's my little garland. This is way too freaking long. That's fine. We will go with 3. So let me just remove that one. And, or even, yeah. I might just do with those 3 actually. All right. Look, sometimes you have to pivot. Okay. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to just trim this, and we're going to bring it around to the back to attach on here. Like this, and you can kind of hang it. Let me see. Hold on. Around. That's cute. All right. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of that ribbon that I didn't use, just like a scrap piece. It doesn't even need to be a big piece, okay? And I'm going to put it across the back of that just to hold it in place, okay? Like that. I don't know. I like to do that with my, whenever I glue jute onto the back. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. Not a clue. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. So either do what I do or don't. I don't know. All right. There we go. And then let's see if we can add a little bit more glue and get that one stuck down also. Okay, just to hold it in place. Okay, so there's our little, okay, it was way too short for 5. I don't know, I was getting a little ahead of myself, I guess, but that's fine. Okay, and then I need a little hanger, or you could totally use this on put it on an easel or whatever. So I am going to add a little hanger too. I did cut an extra piece of jute. Now this is also way too long, so I prefer a short hanger. I like a very short loop whenever I make a hanger for any kind of wall hanging thing. So I think that's good. I just want it to be big enough to loop or to stick like through a nail or whatever. And then stick that on there right in the middle. And then I'll take the rest of this ribbon and use it on the back here too. Okay, so just a couple of little squirts of glue. Stick that on there. Oh, look, I'm using my nails to push it down so that I'm not even touching it with my fingertips. Look at that. Yet another use of fake nails. Or if you have real ones, use those. Okay? So, there's my little project. What do y'all think? Do you love it? I think it's pretty good. Hi, Joanne. How are you, my friend? You'll have to catch the replay, but you can comment the word pride to go grab this yourself. I love you all. I hope you have a great night. And come catch me tomorrow. I will see you. I'll be in New Orleans, okay? Love you. Bye.